So something about Botox that most people don't know is actually how it works. So if you think about it, frown lines are Botox, crow's feet, and forehead. So if we think about the muscle, when we frown, we bring our lids down actually, so they get heavier. When we put Botox in this area, it actually works the opposite. So muscles through between your brows are actually considered depressor muscles, which means they bring them down. So frown lines and then also crow's feet. So when you squint, you bring your lids down. So when you put Botox in, it actually works the opposite, which means that when you put your Botox here, it's going to lift you, and when you put your Botox in your crow's feet, it's going to open your eye up a little bit. So a lot of people don't think like that. So if I want my brows to be lifted from Botox, I'm going to do my frown and my crow's feet to give it the most lift. The forehead is kind of one of those things that's a little bit tricky, so we raise with it. So a lot of patients will come in and they'll have the lines across their forehead that really bother them. And so their frown lines don't bug them, but their forehead does. And so they work the opposite of each other. So the forehead muscles actually lift by raising up. So you lift your brows with your frontalis, which means that it's naturally an elevator muscle. So when we put Botox in there, we sprinkle Botox across, it actually becomes a depressor, which can make your brows look actually heavy. When you go to get Botox, even if your forehead lines are the ones that actually bother you, you need to make sure that they treat your frown lines, because your frown lines are giving you that lift and your forehead lines are going to make you heavy. So you just want to make sure that you're counteracting the two of them so that they look natural. And so most patients, all patients want their brows lifted. You want your eyes to look more awake and your eyes open. So Botox can just refresh you a little bit through here and open you up here. And then your frontalis muscle, naturally your elevator, a lot of patients think that when they put Botox in their forehead, it lifts their brows. It actually works the opposite. When you put Botox in your forehead, it can drop the brow. So just making sure that you know what you're asking for when you go to your provider, and that your provider explains how your muscles work, because knowing how your muscles work is actually what's going to give you the best result. So just knowing that your frown and your crow's feet are actually opening your eyes up and lifting everything, and your forehead treatment of Botox is going to make everything heavy. So that would just be something to consider when you go in for your Botox treatment.